Baby.
I just got the scene up so you can't see.
You just got what? I didn't know we was ready. Ready to record.
Flexibility of a fucking turtle. You good?
I'm good, babe.
All right. And about to hit the intro.
Okay, that's fine.
Anything
Make sure I'll be able to see as well.
I do my best. That's all I can do for you. All right.
Multi-screen.
Oh, multi-stream up. All right, welcome to Uncle Legend's Corner. I'll be your host, Uncle Legend. And with me, as always, is my beautiful co-host, Call Girl 6, better known as Fox.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing today?
Well, Fox, I had the jitters before this podcast, so we need to toast.
Yes, we did. Let's just toast to a great evening, okay?
To a great evening.
That's right.
So, I had the jitters because everything that could possibly go wrong, sound-wise, video-wise, everything decided to go wrong. So that made me for the first time. This was like we almost 50 podcasts in,
Yeah.
and that's the first time I was like,
He was like, I'm nervous, Fox.
might have turned this shit off.
You got somebody listening or something? Like, what's going on? You told somebody come and check in?
I told
Who's
Joe.
this person?
I DM'd Joe Rogan on Twitter, told him to tune in, but I don't think Joe Rogan gonna
Probably.
tune in. Nah.
He might. I don't know.
Joe Rogan made to get with the program. Fuck with your
Come on,
boy.
Joe Rogan, what's good?
Fuck with your boy.
Yeah, so, okay. Hey, everybody. Today is another day. It is Sunday. And we're getting through January.
Wolf. Damn
I
year be
know.
over. We'll be on.
I'm nervous about that.
We getting old.
I'm nervous about that. That wasn't why I was nervous, but yes. So, I don't know, guys. I feel like I'm going through a midlife crisis. What y'all
So
think?
what would you think that made you feel midlife crisis-ish?
Crisisy?
Crisisy. What you got going on, Fox?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm always feeling like a little despair and like not satisfied with my life for some reason.
Have you
like,
made
I have a
any?
great life. I guess, you would say I have nothing.
I didn't
really
say you
going
don't have
on.
nothing. I said that we forget how blessed we are
Yeah,
sometimes when
and
we think about all the little shit to bitch about.
Yeah, I definitely see that. And but yeah, so I'm making all kind of crazy decisions, guys. We just got a puppy about
2
December
weeks ago.
27th when we picked her up. We named her Coco, so that's gonna be her official name. We had some names thrown in the hat, but she didn't look like any of those things.
I was going to name a DOG.
Oh my God.
Fancy for dog.
Doge.
Doja. Did you make any other crazy purchases in this midlife crisisy?
So
Fox?
today we got another dog. We got another puppy, guys. He upstairs. It's a boy. This one. He's also a pit bull as well, and he's a gray pit, and he has gray eyes. He's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. A little scrawny.
Yeah, he a little scrawny.
But,
Like, I don't know about this one, but
he feisty though.
yeah, and he's very welcoming and friendly, and
Yeah.
he's smart too. He already know the ropes, climbing stairs and stuff. And Coco just climbed stairs today, and we had her since December 22nd,
Coco.
27th.
I think Coco. I might have to ask.
But she's smart. She know how to poop outside. This one, He ain't that smart yet. Guys, you know how they do. So
We just use them
y'all
more
are.
athletic, you know. I mean, just shit like that. But
That's it. Can't get the basics together. So
hey, but you know what he can do?
what?
Him and Coco had a fight,
They fight.
and
Oh my
Coco
God.
lost.
Okay, so domestic violence is something that I do not tolerate. So he will get that ass spanked in a little while.
First of all, they lucky they in the same house because I raised all my male dogs to be deadbeat dads.
Oh
So
my God.
this is gonna be the first time a dog.
So they're gonna have puppies when they become of age. Okay. Obviously he's a little younger, but when they become of age, we will have puppies, guys. So if you guys don't want any, we'll be letting you guys know.
We'll put the puppies on the stream and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can watch the puppies on the stream and get all that action.
Like puppy love. But yeah, so got 2 puppies, and I've never said I wanted a dog. I had a dog when I was younger, and you know I don't care to take care of the dogs because they're like raising another kid, right? We obviously don't have kids together, like biologically he and I, but we have a blended family, so
It's enough of them. Enough mouths to feed.
it's enough. It's enough
I can't
of
take none of them out back and put around in their head. But if one of these dogs, I might have to
no,
hold
he's
yellow.
not. Peter, don't believe him. He ain't gonna do that.
What Peter gonna do? Cancel me? What y'all gonna do? Oh no!
Oh my God!
Y'all gonna come take all my leather boots and put blood on
find a
them?
way. It's so
Like, oh no,
So
they gonna steal my leather jacket. Oh no, Peter. But
he is the one of the major causes of my decline. I just want to let you know. So just in case
yeah, decline of what?
of mental health status. Okay. So just in case you guys wonder, like Foxy might feel a little off, and that's why. That's why.
If anybody who's ever known Fox knows this is the most mentally healthy she's ever been. Shit don't get much better than this. She's in peak mental health condition. You should have seen. You should have seen when I first met her. Should have seen when I first met her. She had on a jacket that made her hug herself. I think they call it a straight jacket, and she had on grippy socks. Fucking grippy socks.
I still got grippy socks.
So anyway, while we was talking about that though, I think that's one of them things that I don't know if we talked about it before, but like we speak on that in other podcasts when I was saying one of them things my grandfather told me about, like life ain't as hard as we make it.
Oh yeah.
It's really just about changing your perspective. Because I was thinking about the perspective of some of the things we cry about. And we like, damn, I can't have this and I can't have that. And I think a lot of that leans into like social media, right? Like a lot of the things like we see in social media and we think about social media and we like, oh, well, you know, such and such got this or they got that or everything else. And you see people on their happiest day, and it means no matter how mentally tough you are, we all find ourselves become victim of it, right? Mm-hmm. Where we see these people on their greatest day and we like, damn. But who gonna put their bad day on there? Because I'm gonna tell you, in all my living, I have never once ever been sitting there in a shitty situation, like literally feel like my life about to fall apart and thought about like, you know what I should do right now? Grab my phone and go live.
Yeah,
like so I mean I understand people not putting their shitty time on social media, but I think it's kind of it makes us less grateful for what we got. Because I think about one time when I went to the Philippines, and in the Philippines they got a place they call Shit River, and you can imagine what's in Shit River. It's exactly what it sounds like, piss and shit, right? And dudes was throwing change into the river just so the local kids would jump in there and do that.
That's terrible.
And I remember I wound up spending this is probably my like sucker sap story, I guess. I paid every one of them kids out there not to jump into the river.
I thought you was about to say I wound up spending about $40 just so they can jump.
$40. I said, "Hey, which one of y'all can make it to the bottom?" I had a sock full of quarters and threw that shit in. No,
I'm about to say, babe, please don't do it.
No.
Is this my king?
Is this your king? No, I took some money. I took some money because I had, cash is king, right? So I always got cash. And when I looked at him, I was like, yo, don't do that. They'd be like, oh, we got to get this money, basically all this other stuff. My homeboy, he spoke to Garlic and everything like that. They're going back and forth. I'm like, look, if y'all don't go in that river for this money, here. And I gave one on $5. I'm like, how much money in there? And he was like, oh, probably like a whole dollar. I'm like, $5. Don't jump in that river. If I catch y'all jumping in that river, I won't pay you no more. I come here every day and give y'all money.
Aww.
And I wound up giving them money the whole time I was there.
So sweet.
And then, like, one of the cats was like, it don't matter. They're going to be right back in Shit River. When you leave, you're only here for a week. Yeah. But in the big scheme of things, them dudes had respect and had, like, one good time, something good to look at. At least they could be like, you remember that one week when we ain't have to do this, and we was eating lovely, you know what I'm saying? Life was good. And I think when you look in perspective of that, it's like, my worst times, the times when I might have been sitting around with a rifle thinking like, I mean with a shotgun thinking I should just start this fucking shotgun. Like, and everybody that had them times where they done thought about it. And you take any one of them kids and they kill to be me.
Right.
They take me at my worst. They would kill to be me because that would be the best day of their life. Me being at my worst. Which, for the record, if anybody ever tell you I killed myself, go find the motherfucker who killed me because it ain't happening. I'm going to live off of pure hate and frustration and before I do anything. So it ain't happening. But it just puts some things in perspective when you sit here and look at like the situation that a lot of people live through. And then you sit there and start thinking about your situation. I think that's one of the things that always helped me build resiliency. Like, it helped me build resiliency, but it's a double-edged sword. It always also made me feel like it's not okay to be sad. Because I be in those situations where I'm like, I don't got no reason to be sad. I do have a reason to be sad.
Yeah, you do.
I ain't got a reason to like lose my damn mind and think the world is over.
Right.
Like life ain't that bad. But I mean, being sad is a natural thing. It's kind of like how kids nowadays, everybody always say like, oh, this gives me anxiety. Oh, I get anxiety when I do that. Anxiety is normal. Anxiety is a feeling that we're supposed to get. We're supposed to be nervous. That's part of being alive. You know what I mean? Before you do a task, before you do something you never did before, when you're trying to impress somebody, when you don't know how to do something, when anything like that, it's like anxiety is normal, right? And we treat it as if anxiety is this thing that we're never supposed to feel. Like we're never supposed to be uncomfortable throughout our life.
I think that comes from the society being so imbalanced, right? We want to bring notice to mental health and mental health awareness, right? To the point where now it's like, oh my God, everybody has this diagnosis that's like something that every time they feel something, they think, oh, I must have this, or I must have that.
Yeah, it's
and
like
go to Google. Oh, I have this. Oh, am I crying? Yes. Oh my God, I must have. Oh, am I sad? Yes, I must have this. Oh, is my heart beating fast? I mean, that's
keep
a
your
normal
mouth
reaction.
up to that mic like I taught you.
That's a normal reaction from people. I'm trying not to block myself, so. But I think that it's so imbalanced, and that's where we go wrong when we try to pay so much focus on one area instead of the other things around us. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's some goodness and like pitfalls into self-diagnosing as well too. Because like I remember one time I had like wound up going in the woods to hunt, and then I came back out and I had a rash. Normal person would just think, came across some poison ivy, poison sumac, something rubbed against me. Maybe I got bit by something disagreed with me. Your boy went on Google MD. About 30 minutes later, I found out that I had polio. I had consumption. Had the consumption, some tuberculosis. I had hepatitis A through Z.
A through Z.
A through Z.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that new hepatitis. I had COVID before COVID was cool. I had Spanish flu.
You had all of it.
What else I had? I had the meteor that took out the dinosaurs.
Oh, wow.
All that shit. So, but yeah, that's, you know, when you get in self-diagnosed, you can look on Google right now and be like, I got a cough, and it's like, you did.
Hypochondriac, right?
It's up there like, you got Hydra, this and that, and you got AIDS. Like,
so it's like, there goes that balance right there. Like, it's good, and then it's like,
yeah, it's good to be self-aware, but then the point you get to a point where you self-aware, where you start thinking like, because our nature is we're lazy, so we start finding ways to like get around the things like, oh, if something's wrong, it must be because of this and that, and it must be these reasons. Oh, it's because Mercury in retrograde, and then you got people don't even know what the hell that mean. They talk about some they'll be like, yo,
retrograde,
Venus and Gatorade. Like, I don't even know what that means. Fam. What the fuck is you talking about? Like,
I'm thirsty, but I'm getting thirsty.
I'm getting a little thirsty. You see, that's why you're thirsty, because Venus and Gatorade.
Gatorade. Yeah, I think, you're talking about MedMD. If it was up to me right now with my diagnosis, I would have vocal cancer. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, my voice, y'all remember when I did the podcast, all of a sudden my voice was gone. It just happened kind of out of nowhere. That's one of the
saddest days of my life.
Out of nowhere. And then now it's still not 100%.
That shit still sound good.
Yeah, anyway. No, it doesn't. Especially not when I hit my notes. They don't come out right.
Let me tell you how you made these sweatpants fit a little different.
Oh my God.
Made these sweatpants fit a little different.
Stop. You always gonna make me blush. Stop. So. Yeah, so I would have a vocal cord cancer or something by the way this diagnosis read for me. And I know it's not true because I'm fine, right? Don't question me because you're going to make me have to go to the doctor and feel all this shit, okay? I'm doing good with I'm okay.
Sabrina's here.
Sabrina's
Everything's okay.
here.
Everything's
They
okay.
don't know about Sabrina. They don't know about all my personalities. Okay.
You ever gonna tell the people about your personality?
I will tell them soon. I'll tell them soon. I think I'm coming close because, like I said, I feel like I'm in a midlife crisis. I'm getting up there. I'm 37 years old now. I feel a lot of different things going on. I'm just like, yeah.
Check engine light coming on there now. Yeah,
the brake lights.
ABS light on, check engine light on, oil light on.
What's the one where it's like you sliding? Traction light.
The traction.
Like a traction light.
Damn, traction, ABS brakes. Oh no, can't stop.
Yo, okay.
Shit getting real.
Something's going on here.
Yeah, but that's I mean, that's the beauty of. That's the crazy thing. Like my grandmother would always say this, and she'll say, "Only way to stay young is die young."
Yeah, no, I won't do that.
And that's the fact of the matter is, like, that's the only way to stay. And then my grandfather, I forgot where he got it from. It's an old saying though too that he'll say, like, the worst thing about youth.
Oh yeah, it's wasted on the young.
Wasted on the young. And I thought about that. I'm like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard. 9 years old, you're looking at it like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard. And then you hit your 30s and you're like, that is profound.
Yeah.
Because you sitting there and you looking, even when you just look at it from a ball player perspective, and you sit there and you look at where your game at as a ball player, and you look at some 18-year-old kid that could jump out the gym, and then you look down and realize you ain't got meg knees no more. You're like,
wasted
on the youth. You be feeling some type of way about it.
Yeah, for real. Oh, yeah, I still got a new nose ring. It's a heart right there. See, I got about 30 of them. Not 30 hearts, but 30 different ones. See, I'm telling you, I'm going through a midlife crisis.
That should have lasted till about March. She going to lose one of them every other day. Puppy's going to be shitting out.
A big flower one for the wedding. That's what I'm going to do. With a big-ass flower one on the other side.
Yeah, and then the puppies is just going to be shitting out nose rings. So, speaking of having babies, you heard that COVID had a baby?
No, I haven't heard that COVID had a baby.
COVID had a baby. So COVID and the flu combined to make a baby.
What's this?
I don't know
I
what
thought
they
the
call
flu
them.
was dead since COVID came.
Nah, but apparently they had to bring the flu back. It's a
Okay.
throwback. They brought it back with the cool grades and the J's come out.
Who don't feel COVID like that.
Yeah, it's stuff like, I don't know about that
COVID.
COVID. It's like sprinkle a little
But
flu
now it's
on
with
that
the flu.
shit. Now it hit harder.
Okay, what they calling this now?
I don't know. But then they got another one where the Omicron and the Delta variant mixed and they had a baby.
And what's that one?
Deltacron or something like that.
Deltacron.
I don't know. It's gonna be
That's too
getting people the
much.
fuck about it. This is a terrible time to have a bunch of hard vices and be morbidly obese. Terrible time.
Yeah.
Cause we about to get y'all the fuck up out of here, coach.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we really have to be in a point now where we have to watch our health status because they're
gonna be sending out a booster every week.
Yeah.
Boosters is gonna be like Flintstone vitamins.
Boosters for the booster that they gave you.
Booster for the booster.
So you guys
with another booster on top.
Just when you do your herbs and things like that, so you got to do them every day. It's hard to be disciplined with that type of stuff, though. But the thing is, if you do it even when you're not sick, then your body will be able to fight off these different things. Of course, dietary changes, we know that. Also hard to do, but you're going to do what you need to do when it's time to do it. So,
when your life on the line, you start thinking about maybe I don't need this, maybe I don't need these ribs
Right, exactly.
But I mean, it kind of, I don't know, even with everything else, it kind of like puts some things in perspective. Like when you sit here and you see like just how crazy the world is, and it makes you think of that movie Don't Look Up that we watched.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? How it puts everything in perspective, where it's like as soon as something get politically charged, just like ain't no point in making no reason now. It don't matter who right, who wrong, what's good, what's bad. It's like, politicize it, completely polarize the nation.
It's about my team now.
Yeah, it's about my team. And it's like, hey, guess what? West, we ain't doing that. East, we ain't doing that. Red, we ain't doing that. Blue, we ain't doing that.
Left, we ain't doing that. Right, we ain't,
yeah. So you get on that. I had a thought in my head or something I just wanted to say, and it completely passed out my mind. Gone. Mm-hmm. Never to return again.
That's old age right there.
No, that's what happened. That's what happened when back in the day we used to get concussions and they would put us back in the game.
Oh, that's what.
You know what I mean? Like you mess around.
Blame it on the football and stuff.
You used to get a concussion in the first quarter, and your ass would be back in at the end of the second quarter, like 2 Motrin, and to shut the fuck up, get back out there, and you strapped up out there running dizzy on the play. Hey man, you played like shit the second half. I had 2 concussions.
Hey, all of you guys in the chat, how y'all doing today?
You know what I mean? You out here. It reminded me of that commercial where old boy got knocked out. It was like I don't remember what commercial, but it was a dude. I think it was a Giant Stadium. And it was like, where are you? New York. What's your name? Who are you? I'm Batman. Like, it was like dude was just out of his mind, rocked, right? But
get back in there. Go. Slap your helmet. Go.
Yeah, get back in there. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy because I can't remember half the things I be thinking out. But in positive news, the 3 dudes who murdered Ahmaud Arbery.
Oh,
They got
yeah.
life.
Yeah, they all got life
And
in
then they got the nerve to
prison.
be sitting there with the Pikachu face like,
They
what?
shot.
Like, you
Because
shot.
they believe, in the old system. Still kind of the same system, however. But I think that, I don't know if it's the thing where people are actually starting to do what's right. The judges are actually starting to judge correctly, or the jurors. And is it a little bit of that, or they feel like it's too much, it's hot right now, so I have to give them some type of justice.
Well, I don't know really what the justice is, because it's like, if I say, because we basing a lot off of what the media presents to us, and I don't understand. I can't say for sure that the media gives us a fair sample size, because the media is like, say for instance, like, white dude shoots white dude in the street, whatever. Dude, a gangbanger in Chicago shoots another gangbanger, whatever. White dude shot black dude shot white dude. Oh, spin it up.
Right.
So it's kind of like when you put certain things under a magnifying glass, I can't say how much things have changed, because people say like the world is so much worse right now. I don't know if it's worse, or it's just everything's under a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
And you think about how many things don't make the news, right? Like you'll see,
Yeah.
like how many people go missing. Like when all
Oh,
those,
yeah.
when all those little black girls going missing, and it's still black girls going missing
Yeah.
on a regular basis, and that shit is not making the news.
Yeah.
Like, this is not one of your tickers on
And
the
they
bottom.
still haven't found the guy. I believe he's from Chicago. They still haven't figured that situation out either, when his body was found without eyes, without organs, without, what the hell you think happened to those things?
Yeah, it was up to, like, I mean, his organs ain't just like,
Just
yeah,
jump out like, we don't want to be here.
we don't want to be here. Let's find us a new body.
Like, what's up? Yeah, so that's crazy to me. But I was also thinking too, like, my judgment is eye for an eye. I'm straight biblical on that shit. That's how I am.
That's one of the things I was thinking about earlier, where we as people don't want justice. We want things to be even, because a lot of times we look at the judicial system, right? Somebody murders your family member, and you like, they get life. You like, that ain't enough. I want them dead. Which is the understanding. That's why I find it so hard when people say, like, I don't understand why gang members do what they do. It's like, because they want the same thing that you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you kill my homie, I'm going to kill two of yours. I kill two of yours, you're going to kill three of mine. Yeah. So it's amazing when people just, like, get removed from that. Oh, gangbanging. So you want the same thing in regular life. Like, we don't want justice. We want to be even. And also, too, another crazy thing about justice that I was thinking about is that we truly don't care about the victims, and we only care about getting some sort of justice or getting even when it pertains to us or when it puts us in danger. So let me cook with this for a minute. So what I mean is, for instance, when OJ killed, allegedly, but allegedly, but when OJ when they said OJ killed Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman, they said that they was up to like, oh, he killed him. Nobody was worried about OJ. As in, like, nobody was looking at OJ like when he got out walking down the street like, OJ might kill me next. Because you know why OJ caught that body. So it's not as scary. But when you think of somebody like DC Sniper, or you think about like Ted Bundy or some of these cats, they will make you nervous, because it's like, I don't know why y'all killing people. I could be killed by that. I'm not going to be killed by OJ. I'm not going to fuck OJ old lady.
No.
But I could be killed by the serial killer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could be killed by these people. And I think that's kind of like how they got into, like, when people feel about justice, and they use justice under the perceived justice to, like, wreak revenge. For instance, like, if somebody hates the Clintons, they look at this Ghislaine Maxwell case and think, like, we want them to go get everybody else, because you couldn't get the Clintons on whatever reason you don't like them. Like, you couldn't get Hillary in jail for Benghazi or something like that. So you're like, well, if we get her in pet, well, as long as we get her, we get her. So you want all of this stuff. You don't give a damn about the victims. Couldn't nobody name, and only reason we could probably name two people off of from that list of girls that Jeffrey Epstein abused is because we just watched a documentary.
Right.
But on average, it's like, can't nobody name none of the victims. When you think about R. Kelly, name some of the victims.
Yeah, I don't know the names. Like,
Bill Cosby.
Cause she
Bill Cosby.
famous?
Name some of the victims.
Nobody.
Nobody, but what
maybe
you can't.
one or two somebody could.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, but he had 55. I think
Yeah.
you should be able to get more than two.
Yeah.
I can name more than two NBA players. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this dude done raped a football team of broads, and you can't even think of nobody's name. So I think we don't really care about the victims or nothing. We just care about getting justice.
Women, not broads. Thank you. They said women.
I mean broads in the most non-misogynistic way possible.
Women. Just say women.
So equate that to women, and from now on, I shall say women. Because Lord knows I'm good for offending large groups of people. And I just don't want to offend the one across from me right now, because I got to sleep next up. Nothing about that fist was scary. But
I was
so
just
we
showing
don't.
you my ring.
That's a nice ring.
It does.
Who bought you that ring?
You did.
Yeah, because I ain't misogynistic. I love you. Man power. No,
Anyway.
but so what I'm saying is like people don't care about the victims and stuff like that. People only care about the justice when it's close to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't give a damn. You think about most of these cases, nobody cares about any of the victims. We don't care about victims at all. They're either based off of the way the media spends it or whatever. All we care about is like, oh, this dude's a scumbag. We need to get justice. Or it's like, oh, they killed black people. I'm black. I could get killed. I care. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the other things we're like, yeah, we out here with the Care Bear stare at their ass on the news. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we out here with it. But it's one of the funny things. Like, we don't really want justice. Like, people don't want justice because justice will be allow the judicial system to do what they're supposed to do. And then that's justice. But it's like, I think that you killed somebody I killed. I want an eye for an eye.
That's me. I want an eye for an eye.
And it's obviously a reason we want away from that.
I want you to do that. I don't want you to go to jail where you get more meals than me in jail. I don't want you to go to jail where you can have access to Facebook, where you can do all this social media stuff and live your life and go outside an hour a day.
Well, you
and
dropping a mixtape.
And you dropping a mixtape. You won't hear on TikTok.
After you done killed my cousin.
No, I don't.
You on TikTok?
I want you to be the same place my cousin, my homie, my brother, sister, whoever. I want you to be in the same place they at, wherever that is, in the afterlife, so they can get their own justice. That's what I want. That's what I want.
Which ain't justice. That's being even. Because justice
they can do whatever they want to do after.
Because justice is what we decided, and it's the societal norms that we have decided for our court system to handle it. Now, granted, our court system don't get it right all the time, but what I'm saying is like
we haven't for a long time. But
how many cases do we get a chance to look at though? And I'm not saying I feel the same way. Like I feel as though the judicial system hasn't gotten it right plenty of times, but those are my feelings, right? But I can't say without a doubt that our court system is butchering it every time. I can't say that.
Right, I don't think it's butchering it every time, but I do think, like, for the most part.
Do you think it's more, like, what the percentage?
Cases, I can't give a percentage because I don't know all of the statistics behind
it. And then also, too, what makes a big case?
Because there's cases that hits the media that's like, oh.
Yeah, but
then you would think in your mind there's no way that someone can get away with doing this.
But I think we also too many times get morality and legality intertwined, and they're not. And they're completely separate, sometimes parallel, never cross each other sometimes. Sometimes they're adjacent, all that other stuff. But
sometimes parallel they don't ever cross.
That's what I'm saying. Parallel, sometimes it's parallel, so they never cross each other.
Okay.
Right?
That's all, I thought you said sometimes parallel ever cross.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes, you know what I mean, they intersect where morality meets legality, but morality is a social construct. Legality is like also a social construct, but we kind of made that as like, this is the law. Yeah. So a lot of times we feel like that's not right, but it's not against the law. For instance, the age of consent in the state of Georgia is 16. Mm-hmm. Legally, I could go and talk to a 16-year-old girl. Mm-hmm. That's fucking disgusting. I think young girls are the most disgusting creatures on the face of the planet. We have young girls. But what I'm saying is that's legal, but is it morally right? No. I don't think it's morally right for me to mess with a girl who's 20, 21.
But
you know
that's your morals. It may be morally right for someone else, especially if they're going to go and use like biblical context to prove whatever it is, or historical
If they're
context.
using biblical historical context, it's like as soon as she bleed,
right,
here's your goat, let me get your daughter.
You talking about, excuse me, I was 8 years old. So
yeah,
like,
you know,
what the hell?
8 years old is like Fox.
And I'm taken away from my family
2 goats.
at 8.
2 goats.
For 2 goats?
Okay, 3 goats. Run up a 3rd goat. You know what I mean? It's like, so morality versus legality don't always mean the same thing, because just like we look at something and we say it's right, like when people was crying about the Rittenhouse case and they're like, he shouldn't have been there. There's shoulds and shalls. Shall, like you shall not be there, is like the law. The law is like is like the tablets. I mean, the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not do this, that, and the third. It's like law. Shouldn't is like, that's your opinion. Legally, he could be there. Should he have been there as a 17-year-old boy? No, kids should have stayed home, whatever. I don't know. Fucking that's up to them, right? Who am I to judge how other people raise their kids, right?
Right.
But that's the difference between legal versus moral, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. Well, they got it right to me in this time.
Yeah, they got it right.
2 of the people they have life
wild.
without parole. One of them have life with possibility of parole.
He don't need to get parole until his like arthritis kick in.
Bad behavior or something. You know, when you're in that fighting or something like that.
I don't know, but he going to federal pound me in the ass prison.
Oh my God, here you go.
But this the thing about it though, is like it was wild. Like sitting there looking at that case, and they asked one of the dudes, and I don't even remember which one, if it was the father, the son, or the neighbor. But it's like they're like the holy trinity of dumb fucks, right? But they like, hey, so was he a threat? No.
Mm-hmm.
So did he have a weapon? No. Did he try to take your weapon? No. So he was just running. Yeah. So he wasn't a threat. No. Bruh, why did you plead?
Do it?
Why did you plead not guilty?
Oh
Like, you know what I'm
God.
saying? Like, how you gonna say like, oh, that black man was doing nothing but running and we decided to kill him? But the one question I have about that whole case,
What?
who, and I haven't looked it up yet, who took that video?
I don't know.
Because it wasn't
You know what I'm
them, because they all in the video. Who took that video and then who decided to upload it? Like, I'm telling you right now, that had to be their homeboy. That he was
Yeah.
like, hey, man, I need to borrow $50. They like, hey, man, we ain't got $50. We got shit to do, man. You always trying to beg some money. I got a video, and y'all need to lend me $50. Oh, you ain't going to do shit, Ned. This and that, da-da-da-da.
Ned.
He went home, I'm going to put this on the damn YouTube, and I'm going to get their ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, they probably got busted over some petty shit.
Over some dumb
Because, you know, that came out way after they killed him. The video came out like, came out months after they killed him.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so that case was done. Ghislaine Maxwell guilty on 5 or 6 accounts.
Yeah, I heard about
Got her
that.
ass up out of it. So you think they're gonna suicide her?
It's a possibility. I mean, Epstein had the same thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Suicide
Epstein
himself,
committed
quote, unquote.
suicide.
So yeah,
Sleepy guards, man. Sleepy guards.
They were sleeping
Sleepy.
on duty.
You'd be tired, man. I done fell asleep on duty.
And he was on suicide watch.
Yeah.
So
Them guards sleepy.
I don't know. It's a possibility. I don't know, to be honest. Like, they could, but it would look probably too. But it wouldn't matter either
It
way.
wouldn't
'cause
matter
she'll
what
be
they're gonna say.
gone. Yeah.
She gone, they're gonna be like, man, that's crazy. They killed another one. And then you know what we gonna do? Be right back on TikTok, like, man, it's crazy. Look at that dog dancing. Dang,
Right.
Man,
It's
look
on,
at that.
right.
Shit, look, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at that dog dancing over
That's
there. That shit
people,
wild.
though. That's humans for you.
Humans, as the dog said. But the crazy shit about that too is that her brother came out and said something about, she basically made a statement referring to the fact that she ain't gonna say nothing, this and that. And I kind of think that was like a sign to the
He had
big
to
wigs.
preface that. Yeah.
I think that was a sign to the big wigs. Where it's like, yo,
Please
she
don't do
gonna
nothing
shut
to
up. You
her.
see, she ain't say shit, but y'all got power. Y'all got pull. Could we get some time
do
off her?
nothing.
She gonna do her time.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no need to kill her. Could we get her like 10? And then let her get out and live a life or something like that. Like, I think that was kind of like a, you know what I mean, throwing up the white flag to the powers that be. You know what I'm saying?
She ain't gonna say nothing, so don't do nothing.
And then sad news,
Yeah.
we lost Sidney Poitier,
Yeah, we did lose Sidney Poitier this week.
94 years old.
94 years old. That's a long
First
life,
black,
though.
first awarded black actor.
Yeah. Like, what are we gonna? I mean, we had Betty Wright just a few days.
John
before.
Madden before that.
Yeah, John Madden, really? I
John
didn't hear
Madden
about
went before
John
that.
Madden.
John fucking Madden.
Dang, stop.
People don't even know John Madden from the football days and the announcing days. There's kids playing Madden right now
yeah.
that never actually heard Madden and Pat Summerall announcing games, that never seen nothing that Madden
Well, I
really did for
didn't-
football in the GOATness.
I didn't hear that, so I'm like, wow.
Yeah, he went out.
like,
They had they had a you know, you remember Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
How you would play Mortal Kombat and it'll show you like you on the leaderboards and like say you got Liu Kang and you over here and it'll show you when you fight Sub-Zero. Then it slides up and you fight Scorpion. Where they had Morgan Freeman passing John Madden and then
Lord.
Betty White. Trying to keep Morgan alive,
That's
baby.
messed up.
Morgan got to stay alive.
We gotta
man.
check on Morgan. We don't lost Sidney Poitier.
Sidney Poitier.
Yes.
Very influential actor. I mean, he
Yeah.
really like is when I think of black actors like who paved the way so that you can have all of these black actors that we got now. It's like dudes like I'm talking about Denzel, Will Smith, Michael B. Jordan, Idris Elba. It's like all of these dudes have to pay homage because that's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Like that's the GOAT right there that made it all possible for them. You imagine how hard it was for him acting when he was getting called like boy and
I
shit
was
on the
just about
set.
to tell you, like, the thing about his roles that he never took roles that clowned him.
No,
you know?
he was one of them dudes where he was like he would not submit.
Yeah,
He ain't doing all that
he's
coony
not
shit.
about to do that. Yeah, so that's one of the things that you look at this character or the black man in a different light. You know, when you see
It's up in
him
like the black
acting
man
like
ain't out here
he's
soft
not
shoeing
what
it
you
up
think he's,
Yeah.
or what you expect for him to
in
be
the
doing.
heat of the night, boy.
Yeah, no, he's not doing
Like
any
one
of
of
that
them-
type of stuff.
Like they showed one of these old videos of him when this lady was like, well, and I think it was Sidney Poitier, or it might have been someone else, but I think it was on Heat of the Night when she was like, oh man, we're here on official police business, and they show the badges or whatever, and then she's like, well, I'm head of the, the old Karen shit, I'm head of the neighborhood watch, so I need to know what this official business is.
Yeah,
and
he was
looked
on the
at
Heat
it,
of the Night.
and he looked at it and was like, it's officially none of your goddamn business.
That's right.
With nobody.
And where they
Kept it moving.
were in
I want to
were
say,
they in Georgia?
I think so. I think they were somewhere in Georgia on that one. It was like, it's
My
officially none of your goddamn business. Like, all right, talk that shit. Sit and talk that shit.
Yeah, he has a variety of it's filmology. What do you call it? Filmology?
I don't even, now I won't remember what the word is.
Filmography.
I'm thinking discography, but that's
Filmography.
music.
Does he make music? No, he don't. His filmography.
Boy, yeah.
Cinematography, filmography, whatever it is. He has a lot of movies. My favorite one, though, actually, it'll be two. The Defiant Ones. And I remember
Defiant
watching
Ones
that when
is
I was in the 3rd grade for some reason.
Because your daddy?
My teacher, I think it was my teacher.
Oh, yeah.
My teacher, Miss Thomas, she made us watch that. She made us watch a whole bunch of stuff. I was like, what did she do? But it was interesting, though. And so she always used to talk to us about the importance of the decisions that we make or whatever. So I like the Defiant Ones. It's one of my favorite ones. And, of course, everybody probably know the Raising the Sun, especially the remakes that it had it over the years. So a very powerful man. Sad to see him gone. He has such a legacy. It's crazy. Yeah.
Because I was feeling you today.
You was feeling
and
me
the
today?
man that been going strong. So I'm going to sprinkle in a couple today for you.
You was feeling me today?
Yeah. You remember when I grabbed you? No. So, Fox.
What's up?
From the homie Amanda. You know, she holding it down. What's the best kung fu vegetable?
Kung fu vegetable?
Mm-hmm. Now, we trying to cheat.
I'm not
I'ma
cheating.
pop you.
I'm not. There's nothing over here but ground, hardwood floor. Kung fu vegetable. Kung Pao chicken?
Broccoli. Amanda be coming through with the dad jokes.
Yo, Amanda, where you?
I think Amanda was a dude in her last life because her dad joke game is a little too tight. Her dad joke game is a little too tight.
Amanda, where do you get this stuff from?
I'm telling you, she must
don't
be
tell me. I don't want to know. Just keep them coming. Like, I appreciate you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. That was funny. That was a good one.
Yeah, she be
Broccoli.
with the shit. And you know, what's today's date? I just thought about it. You know we missed the anniversary of?
What?
Storming the Capitol.
Oh, storming the Capitol. Oh, those people. It seemed like that happened just yesterday, like last week or something.
A year ago.
That's crazy.
You know what's crazy about it to me?
When did it happen? On the 6th?
The 6th.
Yeah. Okay, that's crazy.
You know what's crazy to me is that people was up to like, well, they were doing it for freedom and this and that. I'm like, you know the difference between revolutionaries and traitors?
What?
Winning.
Yeah, well.
That's the only difference between like America being traitors and being rebels. When we tossed all that goddamn tea in the harbor over 2% tax, is that we won. Like, if we had got thumped, yeah, that wouldn't have been a rebellion. We would have been a whole bunch of traitors.
That's
all it is. The victor gets the spoils. They tell the story of the victors. That's why when you hear about Native Americans, it's like, oh yeah, Thanksgiving was this great thing. And it's like, you ask some Native Americans about it, they're like, great thing. Yeah. They came in, took all our shit, gave us smallpox, and killed us.
Raped our women. Oh.
Yeah, Rape and pelagiated up.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, so they were in the process. I think we talked about it in a couple podcasts ago where they were in the process of being sentenced and all that for that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, one lady got sentenced immediately because she caught one in the head. When she popped her ass up, and then one of them dudes popped her ass right in the head. Like, ooh, ooh, that's real.
Yeah.
But I mean, like when people say about it, it's like that's the only difference, right? Like you could fight for your freedom and everything else like that, but if you lose, you're a traitor. Just like when people talk about like the rebel flag and everything else, they're like, it's about this, that, and the third. It's like, no, you tried to overthrow the Union, you got your ass smacked, you lost, you are a loser.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So the only difference between rebellion and everything is,
So that came up so fast.
Yeah.
That came up fast, and that was crazy to me. So, what we got next?
You got
in the chat. What's going on in the chat? Y'all awfully quiet today.
Oh, ain't nobody talking in the chat. They've been keeping it real quiet in the chat.
They've been quiet.
MS on us. Let's look at Instagram. Oh, nope. Only 2 people on there. All right, so what you got? Did you can't make this shit up?
Can't make this shit up. No.
Okay.
Can't make this shit up. Let's see what we got for can't make this shit up.
I mean, we can get straight to the gun in your head then.
You gotta pick a number.
If anybody in the chat, pick a number. If anybody in the chat, just you ain't
say a number 1 through 17.
It's only 17 now? Which ones did I do already? I did 7 and I did 17. That
You
is
did 7 and 17. Yeah.
Anybody gonna help me out in the chat?
Write a number.
Ain't nobody gonna help. Everybody wanna be shot, huh? I got the multi-chat up. It don't matter if you're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch. What else we got?
Discord.
Yeah. Well, no, we don't got Discord up.
Oh, we don't have Discord?
No, we don't got the Discord up. All right, ain't nobody gonna help. So we gonna go with
Nobody.
11. Oh, nope. We got
11.
Let's do 10.
10.
Ashley came through and said 10.
Oh, okay. Hey, Ashley.
Been in the chat quiet.
Okay.
10.
You were 10. 10. Let's see. Gun to your head. Would you want to be 1 year older forever? Nope, I said that wrong. 1 year old forever. Or 100 years old forever.
Ooh, that's a shitty decision. Either way, I'm probably wearing diapers.
Yeah.
Either way, I probably ain't getting no ass.
Yep. Would you rather be 1 year old forever or 100 years old forever?
I take 100.
Yeah, why?
Because at least it's like if I'm 100, I done lived.
Mm-hmm.
I got something to offer back to society. A 1 year old don't do shit but take from the ecosystem. They don't do shit. They don't do nothing but take from the ecosystem. It's like I'm eating, sleeping, shit, and pissing, yelling, crying. I'm not bringing a bunch of crazy happen. And then really, if I'm staying one for the rest of my life, who the fuck is gonna keep me? Eventually, my mama 106 and I'm still one. Like,
I'm gonna run out.
And then it's like, am I getting better as a 1 year old? Like, is my consciousness shifting?
That's my thing. My thing was like, if you won, then you're in a constant state of like learning about this being one. That's it. Repeatedly.
Yeah,
over, like Groundhog's Day. Like
that's why I want to know. Like, if I'm one, is it like I'm one, but now I have a 50-year-old brain and a 1 year old? So I'm sitting there, and somebody like, woo, and I'm like, shut up.
Right, because you've been 1 year old for 60 years now.
Yeah, and it's up with like somebody coming over like, oh, you're so cute. Are you wearing a diaper? Bitch, I should be voting right now. Shut your mouth. Pick me up right now so I could bite your fucking nose off. Maybe if I could be one and then I could be like Stewie. Like, where I got this mind, now I'm on some Stewie shit, then I pick one. But if I'm like regular one where I'm just operating in the capacity of a 1 year old or operating in the capacity of a 100 year old, definitely 100. But if I'm on some Stewie shit, mom, baba, mother, mommy. If I'm on some Stewie shit, then I'm one. But if it's just playing by like as we read into this question, like I'm either 100 and I'm just an old ass dude, or I'm one and I'm always one and I'm baby mind.
Yep, it would.
If we taking it baby mind, I'm 100
forever or 100 years old forever.
Then I'm taking this 100 because I'm out here with gangster wisdom, and I could get wiser at 100. I don't think I'm gonna get but so wise at one.
At 1 years old,
because my mental capacity.
Like
I don't know. I'm one. It's like. I know how many ways you're gonna have to figure out how to hide that cookie jar.
Yeah.
Because I'm talking about I'm in there with grappling hooks.
Pops you gonna have on your wrist?
So I'm gonna be ducking them pops. Like, man, mess around. I put you in an arm bar. Something like, mama.
1 year old.
1 year old.
Okay, in the chat, Ashley said definitely 100.
Definitely 100.
Absolutely.
And you know what?
I'll be 100 too.
I might be able to pop. I might be able to pop enough of them blue pills that I can raise some hell in the old folks' home.
There you go. In the old folks' home too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, them old folks be getting in. Because I'm telling you, it's crazy. They be having like them cases of us.
They have a lot of STDs.
Crazy STDs. Because it's like you that old. I'm 100 rubber.
Yes. Let me tell you, when I was working assisted living a long time ago, and I decided to do the overnight shift, right? So we do our checks. And
clapping wrinkly ass.
Let me tell you, I go back. I don't know what made me go and do an extra round. I was bored. It was an overnight shift.
She was nosy.
And so I went and check on just like a couple of my favorite people.
She heard somebody hip go out on floor 3.
I went into the room of Miss So-and-so, and she was not in her room. She was not in her room. I was like, it is 3:30 in the morning. Where she ain't in the bathroom. I'm knocking on the door, Miss So-and-so. Miss So-and-so. Where are you? She's not in her room. So I go look. I was like, well, let me go check on Miss another so-and-so. She ain't in her room either.
They're having the old people orgy.
I was like, where? And I go into the dining hall because sometimes, they'll be late, 1 o'clock, or they'll sit in the dining hall, talk or whatever. Like, they ain't in the dining hall. I go in Mr. So-and-so room.
Hey, Mr. Periwinkle suit.
Everybody is in it's a party in Mr. So-and-so room.
Ugh.
So I'm like, okay.
That shit probably smell like Bengay and ass.
I didn't pay attention to no smells. I opened the door.
And you got hit with the waffle.
Seen what I seen, and that was it. Like, that's it. So immediately I go around the corner, tell my little coworker, because I'm laughing my ass off at this point, and we peep around the corner to see what's going to happen next. Of course, the second Miss So-and-so with her walker, okay, and warp speed trying to get across the hall, because her place was across the hall from Mr. So-and-so. But the first so-and-so lady, she was his main thing. Okay?
But
so
he was clapping both of them.
I mean, I couldn't see everybody in action. I just seen two.
I'm telling you, that action wasn't but so fast.
Like. So I don't know what. So, yes, they definitely get it going inside the assisted living facilities. I don't know so much about the SNFs, because a lot of them.
What I'm telling you is like, you know where they not getting in? At the daycare. I ain't about to be sitting over here. Because think about it. If I'm
you want to get it in.
If I'm 100, I might fuck around and get some money and be able to give me some young thing. If I'm one, ain't nobody. What I could. What I'm gonna tell a girl? Like, look, I know I look like I'm one, but I'm telling. Oh,
you're just so cute. You're just so cute.
But you can either way though. You can grab titties and blame it on being retarded. Like, not retarded, but being a baby. Like, if you're a baby, babies be grabbing titties all the time. Old men be grabbing titties all the time.
You just said that.
Hey, girl.
No, we're not gonna let Uncle Chester go on and do that. Okay.
Telling you right now,
he can't get away. Uncle Chester cannot get away with that.
Hey, see me? I'm telling you right now, don't come by me at 100. Bathrobe ain't got nothing on under that. I'm on the porch and what's happening? What's happening? I'm out there, balls hanging on the porch while I'm in the rocking chair, trying not to roll on.
The broom in your face. I'm like, I lost my balance.
You lost your balance? Why don't you come on over here and sit on my lap, talk about the first thing that pop up, baby?
Oh, my God. Look, that's exactly what he's going to be, guys. Trust me. That's exactly what he's going to be. What are you guys thinking in the chat right now? I see some people in there looking. What you're looking at.
I know y'all probably think I'm a terrible person. It's fine. I am.
He's going to be just like that.
I'm clapping all types of cheeks and old folks on. Mr. Lazenberry, what's happening, sir?
Hey.
I'm in here acting the whole ass. Boss Reem,
what's good? How y'all doing today?
I'm in a multi-stream, so I can't see all the people that's on Twitch, YouTube, and everything else. So whoever in there who just ain't talking, they ain't talking. So
yeah,
tis what it is.
Anyway,
we good here?
Yeah, I'm good here.
Well, take us out, executive producer.
That's right. So, thank you guys for sitting with us, Uncle Legend's Corner. Had a quick one today. You guys know where to find us. Hit us up, askunclelegend@gmail.com. If you do have any dad jokes, you know I'm all about the dad jokes. I'm a part of it. It's a part of my life, who I am.
Dad joke life?
Hit us up. If you have any gun to your heads or would you rather questions and or any comments, suggestions, or if you want to be on the show, hit us up, Ask Uncle Legend.
Yeah, we're accepting guests.
Yes, we're accepting guests. More guests.
We'll get you on here. We can talk about some things.
We don't have to be in person. We can also do, over the airways. So it's up to you.
We can figure some shit out. The tech guy's working around here. He working.
AskUncleLegend@gmail.com. Peace.
But buzzer beater. You know we gotta keep that dad jokes.
That's not a buzzer beater.
Oh no, we ain't here. And this one I felt would be close to heart to you.
Join late.
This is one that I feel would be close to heart to you, Fox.
But
my girlfriend broke up with me, so I stole a wheelchair. Mm-hmm. Guess who came crawling back? I figured you like that because you got dumped by a dude in a wheelchair.
That's messed up.
You thought you should have did that to old boy in the wheelchair when he flexed on your ass.
It was two. Remember, it's two people in a wheelchair. Guys, if y'all don't know that story, y'all have to hit episode 3. I think it's in episode 3.
I don't know.
I believe it's in episode 3. And y'all hear that story about my dates with the wheelchair, okay?
Wheelchair committee. Fox out here was about to get her.
You know how you just,
Fox was about to fuck around and get her cheeks handy clapped. She's about to get her cheeks handy clapped.
You try to be open to love, okay? You try to be open to love. And so, love comes in all different shapes, sizes. Just be open.
And
been through a lot of stuff. And so I was like, okay, Lord, whatever whatever you got, come away, come away. So I dated 2 guys in a wheelchair, okay? And I tell you about those in episode 3. So you might want to go back and check that out.
I think it might be episode 3. If it ain't,
If it's not 3, it's 4. But it's definitely, I believe it's 3 in my heart. When my wheels get to turning up here.
When your wheels get to turn. You got it, baby.
Listen, check 3 out, guys.